Okay, fine. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're listening in from. Today we present to you Flowless by Fumam. Rather banter between four boys, which we decided to actually record and put online and maybe call a podcast. That's what the bandwagoners call it nowadays. So that's what we're here to do: discuss everything sports, mainly football, cricket, and maybe other things that come along, and depends what everyone likes listening to. So yeah, happy to get this started, and we look forward on making different kinds of content. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a fun listen, and should be starting on YouTube and eventually hopefully on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So yeah, we'll get started. So we're actually going to be talking about the English Premier League. We're going to be discussing mid-season awards. So we're halfway through the season. It's international break going on. So we decided this might be a good time to get our pod started and discuss a few things. But before that, I'll just introduce everyone who's on the call, who's joining us from the Formom crew. So we have Priyam Sarotra, of course, big Arsenal fan. And then we have Unmesh, wearing a Wolves jersey, but he's a United fan.
Wolves for the win, man. Wolves for the win.
And then we have Raji, who is
Yo.
also a big Arsenal gunner. And myself, ex-Arsenal gunner, currently figuring out who I actually support. So yeah, that's how you'll probably figure out my likes and my biases during this podcast. And yeah, so we're actually going to start with mid-season awards. And I think the first round between this, what we'll discuss is best 11, who we think are the best 11 players so far. And I think we'll have a certain formation and everyone's going to go around. We'll say like goalkeeper. Everyone says the best goalkeeper so far in the season. We'll discuss if it's 4-on-4, that's into our team, and we shall move on from there. So yeah, we'll get started. Let's start, I think, by deciding a formation. If everyone's good with, I'm assuming, a 4-3-3, 1 CDM kind of role.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, fine, cool.
So I have a 4-3-3 with two holding midfielders. So it's kind of like a 4-2-3-1.
It's fun.
I
We
can
can
fit
go
in
with
4-3-3.
like a 6 and an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
if your holding midfielder is better than the other midfielders' choices, we'll
Sweet.
go with him.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's start with the goalkeeper. I'll start with Priyam because he's on my top.
So this one was, for me, it was between De Gea and Ramsdale. De Gea has been saving United's ass for a long time.
That's
But
true.
Ramsdale, the impact he's had, I don't think you can beat it. The guy came in, no one wanted him. I was personally one of them. Like, why are we going for Ramsdale? There's no, I didn't see the point of it, but hey, I'll hold my hands up. The guy has come in, he's brought in excitement. The way he's up in the crowd, just the way he's moving the team right now, the defense, he cheers for everything. I've not seen a goalkeeper like that cheering for a goal. We'll be losing, and this guy's cheering for our goal still, man. I love his energy. He's commanded the whole box right now. We look solid with him. He's made saves when he needs to. He's a great kicker. That's what we were missing. I think for the impact, you can't beat Ramsdale at the goalkeeper position.
I think I might agree with that. Mesh, what are you thinking? Who is your keeper?
I had a toss up between the two as well. I had Ramsdale and De Gea. Ramsdale, 10 clean sheets. 10 clean sheets, and De Gea just with 5. But De Gea, our expected goals would be way, way more, like expected conceded goals. So
Yeah.
he saved us a lot. So I think I'll still get to Ramsdale. As much as I hate to say it, I think Ramsdale, as first season an Arsenal player, he's doing well.
No, seems like we have some consensus.
Wait, did you
Raji.
say my name? Sorry.
Yeah.
Your internet literally cut out as you said it. So, well,
Oh, okay.
this is an easy choice. Obviously, it's Ramsdale. We're not going to discuss that. But obviously, for an honorable mention, it's not going to be De Gea. It's easy to look a good keeper in a bad team, I feel. Like, when your team is conceding a lot of shots, you have to save a lot of shots. I actually feel the second best keeper this season is Jose Sa from Wolves. And I think, considering when Patricio left, he was like one of the main members from the promotion. So I think, yeah, Jose Sa is up there.
Yeah, I actually had the same consideration. It was either Ramsdale or Sa, and I think Sa's been great. He's been stopping a lot of shots apparently, and I've not watched enough of Wolves, but I've reading quite a bit, and I think he's doing well. So actually, I have Ramsdale as well. So I'm going to lock in as our goalkeeper as Ramsdale.
I think that was a clean sweep. Everyone went
You got
Ramsdale,
it.
I think. That's a clean sweep.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes, boys.
Yeah, I mean, and as Priyam said, like considering Leno is completely out of the equation now, it's insane considering like last year Leno was so hyped up. And was doing, I mean, he was doing decent, but it seemed like Ramsey was doing pretty well. And he has the manager's backing now, so probably the best ball kicker in the league, I assume, right now.
Yeah.
Cool. We can move on to our right back. We'll go the other way this time. I'll start it off. So I had TA. I think this guy is just too good, man. And I don't know. Maybe James could have come close overall, but he's been injured, not doing much. But I felt there was a patch in the middle where James was going off, and he could have had a shot. But yeah, I think TA for me, pretty easy. What about you, Raji?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say either. It's Trent. We all know what he does. We all know what he's still only 22, 23. So it's actually scary.
I don't know. I think it's already double digits assists.
Yeah, he's got 10 assists, 2 goals so far.
already.
Yep.
I agree. On Mesh, who was your right back?
Trent for sure. I mean, Reece James is really good. He's a baller for sure, but he plays more as a right wing back in the back five, like back three, and then
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I think it's
But
easy
with
to
both
mention the
quality
Chelsea defender because it's just
yeah.
again, as you said,
Yeah.
they're 5 at the back. No, that's fair. Priyam, what about you?
So Trent.
I think this one is easy, man. I don't think there's a debate for it. TA, like
Yeah,
there's
I agree. I
not-
think that's
you can check every stat, and he's only getting better. I think he's bulked up. He's gonna do even way better now. He's bulking up so he can defend better. If you look at him now, he's a much better defender as well. Not only going forward, and like Raji mentioned, he's so young, man. We don't even know what his potential is yet. For all
No,
we
that's
know,
facts.
he's
I
yet warming
agree.
up. He's yet warming up. For all we know, he's so young, man.
I agree, and
homegrown.
I hope this year he plays properly for England as well. That'll be pretty hype to see.
Yeah,
Bro, he's
That's
on
gonna
10
be-
already.
that-
He
that's-
has
that's-
to.
That's going to
He's
be
on 10
another
already, midway through the
debate,
season.
Papa.
10.
Yeah,
No,
that's going
he's
to be
insane.
another debate for England with Reece James and Trent.
Yeah, no, 100%.
it'll be
And
interesting
the
to
right
see.
back consideration. Awesome, cool. So I think we have a clean sweep on both our keeper and right back. All right, I think we'll do centre back. So we can, I guess, mention 2 and then maybe argue from there just to, I think that'll be make it easier.
Yep.
So a right centre back and left centre back. So Unmesh, you can start this time.
I have gone with Thiago Silva and Ruben Diaz. I love Thiago Silva. I absolutely love Thiago Silva. He's got 17 clean
video
sheets
record,
in the
correct.
league so far, which is a bit mad. It's a bit outrageous. And for his age, he's coming to the side and he's playing the leader role. And Diaz has been great as well. I mean, he's been one of the best young centre backs probably in the world right now.
No, 100%.
So Diaz and Silva.
No, that's fair. Priyam, who do you have for your centre backs?
Diaz, I'm not going to lie. When they bought him for that much money, I thought, here we go again. These guys have thrown around money. If it flops, they're just going to buy someone else. But Diaz has been crazy good. Like, I think they found the replacement they were looking for comfortably, first of all.
No,
I'll
that's
say
fair.
that. And he's 23. Guys, can we take into that consideration? As a centre back, 23.
And he's also
balling
the
it like
captain of
this.
City. I think that's very under the radar. He's actually the
It
captain
speaks
of the
volumes.
team
It
that
speaks
has
volumes, man.
De Bruyne.
I thought it was going to
and
be
Silva.
Kevin, but that just speaks
Yeah.
volume to
I
how
think
good
that's
he is, I
just
guess.
because of a lack of character in the City team. Anyway,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fair. I mean,
That's a debate for another
maybe
it's
day.
a very boring team, but I guess they're good.
I do think like
That's-
Diaz brings that fire in the team. I think so. He's the guy always up with the ref's face and everything. So yeah. So Diaz and who's your second centre back? Yeah?
For my second centre back, I was going to bring in a bit of a bias. Just the Arsenal bias, clearly speaking, but Gabriel has been doing a job for us. I'm not even going to lie.
You're
He's
meant to.
been doing
You're
a job
meant
for us.
Gabriel is
English.
But
Really
I'm not going to
job,
put him. I'm not going to put
in
him.
your
I'm not going to
current
put him in
team.
this. I'm not going to put him. I'm not going to put him. But I'm just mentioning him. He's been doing a job for us. But
Fair.
yeah, I'll go with Umesh, his second choice as well.
Thiago Silva.
Thiago
Silva and
Silva
Diaz.
or Rudiger, but Thiago Silva or Rudiger, but I feel like Rudiger has that moments in him at times when I'm like, he's not sure, man. He gives away some fouls which I don't like it. Crucial part of the game. They were drawing the other game and he gives a foul at 88 minutes for no reason. There was not going to be a chance from that. Just because of that, I think Thiago Silva for me, and his age. He's just got an extension again. The guy came here as a mentor. People thought he'll be here, wouldn't play. He'll just be a
Yeah,
mentor to your
fact.
players, and he's balling it.
No, 100%.
He came from
I agree with
PSG,
that.
guys. Like, and he's doing it in the Premier League now. So
No, honestly, yeah. At his age, especially, I think that's the most surprising part of it. 100%. Raji, who
I think
did
you
you
have to
have
give
in
it for
your
that.
centre back?
that's
fair.
I'm actually surprised that Thiago Silva has made it. Not that it's been bad, but I feel like Rudiger has clearly been. I think because he's been more available. I think obviously when Thiago Silva
Yeah.
plays, he's probably one of the best in the world over the last decade even. But yeah, and I think so firstly it's Rudiger, and second one also a City defender, but I'm actually going for Laporte. I think considering he was out of the team last season and everything, and people thought that's it, that's John Stones' place, but people forgot how good actually Laporte is. And he's also quite young.
Great shout.
And considering
Great shout.
Diaz has been as good as he is, like we're not surprised at how good he is now. And yeah, I think I'll go for Laporte.
Actually, so funny enough, I do have Laporte and Rudiger as well.
Yeah.
I think my consensus was similar in terms of I think
Yeah.
Diaz won Young Player of the Year last year, and like Young Player
Young
of the
Player
Year.
of the Year.
Yeah, and
Young Player of the
I
Year.
mean, so it's
The main
it's,
player
but
of
like
the year was
as I said,
Laporte,
yeah, like I think the main thing, especially as Raji said, like I thought Stones was back. I thought it was Stones and Diaz running this partnership. Laporte's come and secured his place, and he's paid off Pep's initial faith in him. So yeah, I think Laporte and I think with Rudiger and Silva, it's an interesting conversation because I feel like Silva makes the defense what it is, but Rudiger has actually been the more impactful player. I feel like Silva gives them like that sense of confidence and stuff, but it's also easy because they're in a back five, so it's like
Yeah,
you
but I
have
think
more
Rudiger is
support
there
and
to
everything.
organize the. I mean, sorry, Thiago Silva is like organizing. He's really good at organizing. He's been a commanding centre back all his life. Even
Which I think is what makes Rudiger that good. The way
Yeah,
Thiago Silva tells him to push up, fall back, I think it really helps Rudiger.
it's
this
a
season.
it's a
if we were
similar.
actually building a 4-3-3, I would have said Silva. Like if we were building a real team,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't trust Rudiger on a centre back. But I think
But
in terms of
Laporte is
impact
a
for this
great
season,
shot by you guys. I didn't even consider
Yeah.
Laporte. That's a great shot.
Yeah.
You guys
But
are right.
before we move to left back, one more mention I had that I could have kept in my team, but like he can't get ahead of these two is Joel Matip. I think he's been underrated for a couple of years now, and he doesn't get the credit
Joel
he deserves.
Matip is really good. I wish he
Joel
didn't
Matip
have
is
injuries.
so good.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
enjoy
that's
watching
it,
him. He's a really fun player to watch.
Yeah.
He's really good.
I think he's
He
the
has
best
got
dribbler.
8
He's the
clean
best
sheets.
dribbler as a centre back. Easily.
Okay, I don't know about
Matip's
that.
actually he's
He's solid.
He's
a
good,
solid
but
player.
we have Ben White.
He's not going to try again. Let's move on.
Okay, fair. So who are we actually putting into the final 11? I feel like there's a swing towards Laporte. So
We
you're
have
saying Laporte?
Laporte.
But
I mean,
Diaz has been
Diaz
solid.
too.
I mean, Laporte is like Laporte deserves that shout out for himself, but Diaz has been too good, man.
I actually think he's been better. Laporte has been better this season.
I think Laporte's been great this season, actually.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
mind
coming.
Laporte.
He's
Laporte's a
coming
great
in
shot.
with goals.
Laporte's
He's
a great
coming
shot.
with clean sheets. Even when Diaz is
And
not
for
played.
his celebration shit.
Yeah. When was the last match City played? Who was it? Chelsea, and Diaz didn't
Right
even
now?
play. Yeah, just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
and
He
Diaz
didn't
didn't even play.
He was
And,
Stones and
like Laporte is the mainstay. Like Diaz
Yeah.
and
I
Stones are
feel like
getting
Laporte cemented his place
rotated.
now,
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
agree.
Let's go for Laporte. Laporte's a good shot.
Okay, fine. So we have TA, Laporte, and then between Silva and Rudiger, who are we saying? I know that's pretty. I guess
Silva.
it's
Yeah.
I'm
I guess we can go for Silva.
Yeah.
I think since we're building a 4-3-3, I'll say Silva as well. Okay, cool. All right, so we have TA, Laporte, Silva for now, and then left back. Who are we saying? I'll start with Raji this time.
Again, I mean, yes, Robertson
this
has
is
been
fun.
really good this season. Well, recently he's been really good. I actually rate Robertson really highly. But I think we'll go for another right back here, João Cancelo. Yeah, I guess there's not much to say about it.
Mesh, who are you thinking about?
Cancelo, easy. He's clear. He's got 1 goal, 5 assists. He's
I'll be surprised if anyone doesn't have him.
And he's a great fantasy asset too. So
No, 100%.
yeah.
Brian, what are you thinking?
Cancelo, man. I thought I was going to be cheeky with that Cancelo pick, but everyone was on the same wavelength. I thought I was going to be cheeky with it. But everyone was on the same wavelength.
He's actually good.
I knew I couldn't sneak him past TA, so I was really hoping we get him in. He's so fun to watch, man. He's so fun. I don't even
Nah,
think
he's
he
great.
knows that he's playing as a fullback. Like you'll find him at number 10 position waiting for the shot. He's so good to
No,
watch, man. It's
100%.
so
Yeah.
exciting.
I mean, City technically lost Mendy, who they were supposed to be, along with Laporte, his sort of main left back. And yeah, it's like a right back has come to that position and
Bro,
absolutely
they
killed
let
it. So
Zinchenko go. They let then the
Zinchenko
Mendy
is
thing
he's
happen.
still at the
Yeah,
club.
he's still there.
like he's not
But
playing
like,
anymore. I
as in,
guess,
he's
yeah.
not there this
yeah.
season. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not playing at left back. Yeah, that's fair. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I think that's a
Yeah, I
it's a
think
pretty
Laporte.
pretty
I
easy
mean,
one.
you
Yeah,
can celebrate
I
him
don't.
there. You can move on to the
I know he's great. He
midfield.
deserves it. Okay. I'm actually, I guess we had similar back, so I think now this is where probably it starts getting a bit different. All right, so single pivot, double pivot, whatewe'll start with one CDM each. If you have two, you can name two, but I had one personally.
I think
So
maybe we can name two. We can go by naming two defensive or the two mids we have, and then we'll go to the attacking mid last. So we can say 2 and 1.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So Priyam, you can start. Who did you have in mind?
I only had one holding midfielder,
Yeah.
and I went with Fabinho.
Great.
Fabinho's
I
been
went
good.
with Fabinho.
Fabinho's been good.
He's,
That's a fair shot.
you know, if you just notice when he doesn't play, they just don't look that. They don't boss the midfield. The way at the moment he wins the balls back, he's been crazy, and
I
he's
think
been
Fabinho's
good
underrated.
3 seasons consistently. I feel so too. I feel
Yeah.
like he's really underrated for
You-
what he does.
You know the
I
fact.
think Van Dijk gets all the glory, but if you see how Fabinho at times slots in, does the work, it's hard to find a guy who wins the ball that high up that well, and he
No, I
bosses the
agree with you.
midfield.
Yeah.
And he's
I
scored
had
some screamers
Fabinho
over
for
the
this
last
time.
year as well. Okay, fair. Unmesh, who did you have?
Yeah. He's added goals to his games as well.
No.
So I've got
I mean, their
two-
last two goals were by Fabinho.
Yeah, fact.
I have two holding. Well, yeah, I'll play them holding in this. I've got Declan Rice and Yuri Tillemans.
Oh, very interesting shots.
Rice, baby.
Shout.
Declan Rice, 1 goal, 4 assists. He's got, last time I checked, he's got like 160 plus, some of their recoveries. And let me just check, he's got 14 interceptions. I think Declan Rice,
The Rice is a baller.
and he's been the main man for West Ham, man. Like he's good defensively. He provides attacking output. He carries the ball well.
I think
So
that's his
Rice,
best asset.
I'm not going to
Has to be
debate your
there.
Declan Rice
Yeah.
pick. I'm interested to hear Yuri Tillemans, man. Let's get to Yuri Tillemans. I want to know what you have for him.
Yuri Tillemans
Yeah.
was kind of a bias. I've always loved Yuri Tillemans, man.
Baller.
Like I remember a few years back in this Champions League game, and he was captain for Anderlecht. And I just googled this guy, and he was like 19 or something, and he was captain of the team.
Very
Also,
interesting.
this season he's been pretty good. He's got 5 goals, 2 assists. Leicester haven't been doing that well, but he's been crucial.
Umesh, could you please remind us one of his banger goals again? I don't know which team it was. His name Red. Just remind me.
Yeah. I know. Thank you for that. But yeah, and yeah, I think I'll go for my last mention later, like my honorable mention who just missed out.
Sounds good. Raji, who did you have in mind?
I actually had also Rice. Yeah, I mean he's amazing. I actually wasn't sure how good he is, but when I watch him now, I've watched West Ham several times this season, and he's just crazy. The way he picks up the ball and he drives towards the midfield, I think it's really important to have that. Even in the 90th minute, he just doesn't matter what time of the game it is. He has the energy. He's always driving forward. As a CDM, that's a rare trait. And secondly, I actually went for Rodri from City. I
Good
feel
shot. That's my other mention.
yeah,
That's a very interesting shout from you, especially.
out of character, yes. I mean, I must let you all know that I really don't like Rodri as an aesthetic player. I feel City have built a really boring team. I feel the play is really boring. City had really good, amazing free-flowing team. I guess 2019 when Sane was there, and they've shifted to this pragmatic, play-by-play, win by 1,000 cuts kind of play. But you can't change the fact that Rodri is the best CDM in the league this season. Well, one of the best, obviously. So yeah, I think I went with Rodri, considering how
Yeah, I mean,
calm
Raji
he is.
seemed-
Yeah,
No, I think so. I actually, so when I made my team, I made like a 4-1-3 sort of formation, and I only had one in, and it was Rodri as well. I think like he's been amazing, and I think just because of the clean sheets and stuff, it's probably easy to say like Silva, Laporte, Diaz, of course, all are doing well, but I feel like Rodri has actually been balling in his position. If I was to choose two, I would say Rodri and Rice, I guess. If it was one, I would go Rodri personally. So yeah, I guess all good shots all around. Tielemans probably
Yeah.
the most out there shot, but
I think
I respect it.
I like the
Tielemans,
Gillian shout.
Yuri Tielemans.
Future Arsenal player.
Well, we'll see. I hope he stays at Leicester.
What Priyam, what do you think on the Rodri shot?
I'm okay with it. Me and Raji have argued it many times. I feel like he does what it says on the paper. Yeah, he's not pretty to look at. Like he doesn't have any flair or anything like Rice, but he does what it says on the paper.
That's fair. I know. To be honest, for City, Fernandinho has been a very key player before, and
Yeah.
he was always a guy used sort of to have tactical fouls and stuff into play. And I feel like Rodri's doing that job, but slightly without being in the limelight of being the big fouler. and
Guys,
stuff.
can we
So,
mention that he lives at a university accommodation, please?
Yeah, this guy is crazy.
The
Like apparently
guy-
he doesn't do much.
I don't know what like how he doesn't live.
He's
If he's actually still
N'Golo
studying,
Kante.
that's crazy.
yeah, but it just doesn't
He
change the
does
fact
though,
that
he
he's a
does.
wanker. Like I mean, he's such a twat.
Yeah. I don't like Rodri too, man.
I
don't
mean,
understand
I would-
that
I don't
one.
like watching him, I guess, but as a player, he's good.
I never
Yeah.
used to like watching him, but I don't like him anymore. What he did against yeah, no, but I'll
Fair.
let him be, I guess.
Okay, so I guess go with Rodri and Rice at the back.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fair enough.
Okay, so now we have a 4-2. So I guess we can do like 3 attacking and 1 striker sort of situation. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have a left mid, or left wing, right wing, and a cam sort of
Yeah.
play. So I think let's start with
Let's start with
Let's
right
start with-
wing. Let's just finish.
yeah,
that.
right wings. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
let's
just.
I think I'm
get
just
over
gonna
it.
skip that. I think let's just
Yeah. I mean,
just,
Auto
Shout
pick,
out.
auto pick
King.
captain.
just a
Yeah,
shout out to that
auto-pick,
one player.
Yeah, Muhammad. Nah, and he deserves everything. Yeah, I think
Mo
that
Salah,
one's pretty
yeah.
obvious. Mo Salah middle. All right, I think this is probably where we shall have some different says. So Cam, or your number 10, so to say. Who have you guys gone for? I'll actually start off. I actually went for Conor Gallagher. I think he's been a baller this season.
That's a great shot. That's a very good shot.
Good
Like
I'm
just
with you.
I know again there have been great cams this season. I think since strikers have not played so much of a role this season, cams have been the ones carrying, and I feel like Palace are doing amazing for what they are, and I think Gallagher's been key there. I think I've not watched enough of him like before the season, but everyone says like he was decent but never really used to score much, and now he's added goals to his game and he scored some screamers. So yeah, I feel like so far Gallagher's been amazing, and that was my shot. I guess Priyam is Gallagher as well, so I'll move to Unmesh.
I've got Bernardo Silva. I've got Bernardo Silva in my top spot. Even though he does, I think he can play
think he's-
anywhere, man. He can
yeah.
play anywhere in the midfield.
Yeah,
So, Chris, in my formation, I've gone Bernardo Silva, man. 7 goals, 1 assist. I think it's crucial.
I can't argue the Silva shot because I have him in my team, just not at the same position.
Yeah, I had to fit someone else, but I wanted Silva, so I got Silva.
Okay. Raji, who did you have in mind?
It was been really like modern teams don't play with cams, so it's weird when like the whole teams are just rotating and you don't know who to call
Yeah.
a cam. Like,
Yeah.
but I think Gallagher is a good shout. If you say Gallagher, Smith Rowe has to be there. But I think
I wouldn't say so far for this season, man.
sorry.
Smith Rowe he's been very good. He's been excellent.
Yeah,
he's been
He's
baller
one
this
of-
season.
He's
He's
one of
just-
the Arsenal players I like. But
Yeah, he's taken the number
compared
10
to
and
the other
he's
cams.
just
yeah,
But I think my
Asa has been a baller.
I think my cam is Jared Bowen. I think he's
Jared
the
Bowen's
best.
a good shot. Yeah.
He's the top 3 players in the league this season. He goes really under the radar. I've been watching him since day one, and he's so good. He's honestly so good. He's so quick. He has this tendency of getting a goal out of nothing. Like
That's fact.
it's just the play is going nowhere,
great
and
shout.
suddenly he gets a goal. And I think as a cam, he puts in a lot of work defensively also, and he's part of the.
So
reason.
funny enough for me, like when I made my team, I was very confused as to who to have. So I have all the four midfielders that we've named. We have Silva, Gallagher, Bow, and Salah. So I actually made Salah my striker because I was like, there's no striker that's been that crazy. And so I had to put all four because I was like, I don't know who to skip. So for me, actually deciding who will come in here now is interesting. But yeah, Bowen's been a baller. I think Antonio was carrying West Ham for the first bit, and ever since it's been Bowen. And yeah, no, I think he's great. He's achieving so much. His work rate is insane. I think he's an actual engine in the team as well. He's like he's all over the place. Like I was watching West Ham's game the other day, and he's playing a striker. He's playing box to box. It's amazing to watch. Yeah, I can't deny any of the suggestions you guys have made. But I guess who goes in? That's the real question. We have one spot in the center and one on the left up for grabs.
I think maybe we can discount Bernardo Silva for this because his actual position is left wing.
Fair, because I had him there as well.
Yeah. He's also.
So I think it's between.
I guess
Gallagher,
Bowen.
Bowen.
Bowen, yeah.
Yes,
great.
West Ham.
Bowen has been great, but Gallagher, just for the team he's playing in, the goals he's getting the most crucial goals. I just feel like in the team he is in, he's doing more than what. Like I'm not taking anything away from Bowen, but for me, Gallagher, man, from nowhere he's just turned up and he's just, I don't know. When you look at him play, bro, he's not stressed. He just comes and he's clutched some big points for them.
I think he's a good player. I think he's a great player. But I honestly think
I'm actually, you know what? Just because Bowen gave me 42 points as a captain, I'm going to go for Bowen.
Yeah, I'll go with
I think he's just
Gallagher. The day I got him got COVID, so from fantasy bias, I'm just going to say Bowen's been
people
better.
forget that Jad Bowen has scored, I think, most goals for West Ham in the Europa League, and they won all 6 of their games. I think that's
he has 12 assists and 6 goals on Premier League right now, so which is pretty impressive. Okay, I think we put Bowen in. Seems like a good team so far, and I guess we'll give Gallagher like a good 12th man, I guess, in this case.
Yeah.
Okay, left wing or left mid, whatever you guys consider it.
Bernardo.
I had Silva, as I said. He was on my left. Any other shots? Non-Silva, Priam, Munmesh.
I've got Emmanuel Dennis. What that man has done for Watford. He's got 8 goals, 5 assists. He's my starting so far too, man. He came from Club Brugge into that Watford side, and that Watford side is bad.
No, that's fine.
And Dennis has set the league with I've got Emmanuel Dennis in my side.
My debate here is just based off positions. I know he started off as a left wing. Now he was playing up front, and Josh King got moved on the side. I guess Watford kept switching, but like Dennis was on my shots for playing up front. But Unmesh, like the question is now, would you rather have Silva or Dennis in your team?
I've had Silva as my cam and Dennis here, but I think
like,
overall
as a left wing,
I'd still go Bernardo Silva, man. His quality.
Priya, what about yourself?
I think it has to be. I mean, Pep said it himself.
Yeah, Silva is arguably, I mean, discounting Salah, arguably probably the best player this season in the league. I think.
Certainly
so,
best yet.
Yeah, so I don't disagree totally with the Dennis shot, but I think just Silva can't not be in the team.
Yeah. Dennis is a good shot too. Yeah. He's done well.
Yeah, fair. Okay, cool. I guess that brings us to our striker position. Who did you guys have? I personally thought this is the toughest one because, anyways, we'll chat about it. Or maybe let's start. I initially was going to say Antonio, but it's like he started off crazy, had the crazy season, and then eventually dropped off. So I don't really have, as I said, I had Salah up top.
Premier League has a best striker right now.
Yeah, Harry Kane's flopping.
I think the official website. When was the last time a striker was nominated for Player of the Month?
Yeah, no, I agree. Actually, for that reason, my final pick was, as much as I hate him in fantasy, Dennis. So yeah, I initially it was Salah, but based off this conversation, I'll put Dennis. But yeah, Priyam, who did you have in mind?
For striker, actually, I really thought, I'm like, do you want to give off the basis of how good they are if they were doing well? But striker, I'm still not convinced. I want to hear other people's shout before I give mine.
Fair.
Let's start with someone else. I'm not still convinced.
This was kind of straightforward for me, man. I've got Jamie Vardy. 9 goals, 1 assist in that Leicester side. He's still performing. I love Vardy, man. he's the best striker right now for me. It was either Vardy or Jota. Jota has been
No, that has been good.
Jota's been mad, but my Vardy bias, I've gone GB Vardy up front.
I think Vardy's been playing well, but the problem is he's been injured or sidelined. I think for over like
Yeah,
6-7
it's-
games. now.
Yeah. But
Which
he's
is-
scoring though. He's still got 9 goals.
That's the
I
thing.
think
Like,
he's
no,
like
he
third or fourth.
during the time he played, he was great. It's just like I think because of his injury, I didn't even look at him to be honest. I didn't even think of him. It's like I
Because
don't watch
he's not
him
played
play
the whole
anytime
and he's
season.
recently.
out till March
Yeah.
also. Yeah.
And now
But
Madison's
that
been
says,
carrying him.
that says volumes about him. He still has 9 goals, and he's been
No,
out
he's
for
great.
so-
Actually, I think like if he was playing full time, he would be the best striker. Like at least in the season.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that's a bad shout. It's just like he's not been playing, so which makes me wary. Raji, who did you have?
I actually didn't. I don't know who's a good striker.
This is why I had Salah as my forward because I was like, I don't know who else to put. And
Who's a good striker
So I-
in the Premier League? I'm just looking
I
at
was
the
thinking-
Guys,
list
do you
right
want to
now.
do it like that? Should we put Bowen on the right, put Salah up top? Let's get a new cam in.
yeah, I mean Salah is literally like a forward, anyways. So you play Salah striker and do what I literally had. I had Silva, Gallagher, Bowen,
Oh, actually, I do
and
have
Salah
someone.
up front. Who do you have?
Edward from Palace.
Oh,
Crystal
but guys,
Palace.
I love Edward. I love
Hudson
Edward.
Edward, yes. He scored.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
I think he deserves to go in just for scoring 2 goals versus Spurs with his first 2 touches.
I just can't really do it.
I mean,
That also coming on as
Actually,
a sub.
he has 6 goals and 4 assists. Which is
yeah,
not
and then Tottenham
Yeah.
get battered everywhere they go. So I guess
I mean, it's
bad.
just,
But I mean,
you
if,
really
if
want to
you're
give him
putting
credit.
Edward, then why not Dennis?
yeah. Let's go. I think Dennis is the better option. Well, for this
I think
season.
Dennis.
I think Dennis-
deserves some love.
Stats say he's the better option right now, anyway.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
Not only starts, I think the way he plays also, man. That
Actually, he has been overachieving
going.
according to stats, but yeah, his goals
Yeah,
he's scoring
like-
generally. So
So I guess we have the 11.
yeah,
But
so
he
we do
got
have
red
it.
card this season, didn't he?
Right now,
Ooh,
in this
ooh.
week, technically, according to fantasy.
Yeah, this game.
And there's still one
We
more
move, we
weekend
move,
to
we
wait
move.
before we see that.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
But yeah, so our final 11 for our mid-season awards, best 11 so far. We have Ramsdale at the back, Trent Alexander-Arnold on right back, Laporte, Silva, Thiago Silva at centre backs, João Cancelo on our left back, and then we have a double pivot with Rodri and Rice as our DMs, and we have Salah right wing, Bowen Cam, Silva left wing, and then we have the Nigerian man Emmanuel Dennis up front. But yeah, with that I see Priam's lights have gone off. Dark days of Arsenal fans
Third
are
world
back.
problems.
Yeah.
Hello, doctors, my old friend.
Awesome, cool. All right. I think we spent some time on
Yeah,
that, so we'll try.
I just
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Were you saying something? Okay. I,
think-
guess we'll miss Priam
no,
for
no,
a few
no. I think
minutes.
we can end on that
Technical
note.
errors, man. Priya,
Technical
we'll
difficulties.
replace you
Are we
with,
going with the under 20, 21s and stuff?
I guess we can do like just
we
best of
forgot-
big things, like best manager. Who
best manager, exactly. We
who
forgot
do you
about
guys think has been the best manager so far?
Ooh,
Uh, It's David Moyes for me, man.
Yeah, I had Moyes as well. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
West Ham are clearly in a dip.
He's
I mean, they're
so
actually
overseas,
top
man.
4 contenders right now with
Yeah.
the big 6. I mean, although they're not all of the potential, I feel it's like they're still doing semi decently. So
Yeah,
for them to
I
still
would-
be up there, I think
for
it's,
sure.
No,
I think
Moyes is
that's
doing
reasonable.
really well with West Ham, but I mean, there's more. We will give Moyes, but you have to just say, what is Pep doing, man? Like, how is he doing this every time, man?
now he's
I
that's the
think
thing at this
it's
point. It's
actually
like,
getting boring.
I think
now.
it's
He's
a
actually
bigger-
getting boring.
I think it's a bigger achievement for what Moyes is doing with West Ham than what.
Yeah. That's why I said 100%. But Pep is just.
No, Pep is
No, I-
The good thing
Again,
about
I
Pep
think-
is
the
like,
best.
this season Pep proved that you don't need a striker, man.
that's
He-
actually a
He
big
did
thing.
buy a striker. He's playing camps and
Yeah, we'll
still
talk
on
about
top.
that. I want to cover that.
oh yeah,
in our
you're
next
gonna
thing.
cover that, yeah.
That. But yeah, I think the thing is
Moyes-
with Pep, it's like sort of it's like it's his own monster he's created. Like it's now, if he's not scoring 100 points a season, it's going to be like underwhelming. If City are not going to be doing 100 points, that's literally what it's become. So no, I agree, and I think it's very respectable. And I guess this is a debate for another day on this podcast. But I feel like there used to be a time where Mourinho versus Pep used to be a big argument, but he's
Yeah.
come to the Premier League and shown a lot differently. So yeah, I guess that's a different conversation. But I see the Pep shot, but I think I suggest what Moyes is doing with West Ham is insane, and no one would have predicted this, I guess, coming into the season.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we'll go with Moyes. Best under 21 according to you guys, best youngster so far in the Premier League this season.
That is great.
Bukayo.
We saw
Bukayo
you. We
freaking
saw you in
Saka.
your boxes. We saw you in your boxes. So we know.
It's Bukayo Saka.
Saka is a baller. I've always been saying Saka is a baller, but he's not best under 21 right now. Man.
He is.
Who do you have, Unmesh? Who is your
Who
top?
Who do you have as who's this
Phil
competition?
Foden is clear.
Is he under 21?
Guys,
He turned
How old is
21 recently. Yeah. How old is he? Yeah. I think he's 21. He just turned.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
28.
It doesn't matter. I feel Phil Foden is a baller, but for this season specifically, Bukayo Saka, come on, he's.
I still wouldn't say
Oh
Saka
man,
though.
just
Priam,
watch.
who are you thinking?
Just watch.
Phil
guys,
Foden. I love
no.
Saka.
This one, it's not even about being biased. Guys, you guys forget Bukayo Saka does this in the Arsenal team, man. The only thought that always comes to my mind is I just think like if he was in a Pep team or if he was in a team that goes for the throat, bro, I can't even imagine what he would do. Like if he had the freedom to just do, bro, he's being told to track back and he still does all this for us. No. Phil Foden. I just want to see Saka in a team like Phil Foden. Then we can have this argument. I feel like let him play in such a team, and then we see if who can get the.
If we're comparing him already,
I agree.
if we're comparing him already to Phil Foden in this team that Arsenal is still building, I mean, it's, come on.
Bro, you've been building for years.
We literally,
You've
we've spent less than you were above. I mean, the last time you won a trophy, we didn't know how to use.
Let's not go there.
Google Meets didn't exist.
Let's forget this travel.
Yes,
But I think I still think
I'll make an argument because you guys know I have a Pep bias, but I'll actually make the argument for Saka as well in this case that I feel like Foden's an ultimate baller, but just looking at this season specifically, I have actually watched most of City's games, and I believe like Foden could have done much better than he has. Like I feel like he's not even performing at his 100% this season.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of actual performances, game to game, I feel like, of course, Foden the baller, but I think like Saka's been amazing, man. Like he's actually.
That's 3-1, bro. Just take the L for this one.
Yeah.
Take the L. For this one.
we'll move it. Let's go start.
Okay, so we have best manager Moyes, we have best manager joining on Saka, best signing of the window so far. Not window so far. I mean, the season so far. Who do you guys think was the best signing? Yeah.
Emmanuel Dennis, man. There's no debate.
I went for Jose Sa. I think we did.
I think Dennis is a good shout, but they're not out of relegation fight. They're still just down there. They just sacked 2 managers. I understand he's scoring important goals in a difficult team, but is it enough? Is it enough to be the best signing in the Premier League?
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Who do you have though?
Good question. It's the best signing in the Premier League. Maybe it's still to come.
Ronaldo's been underwhelming. Lukaku's been bad.
Yeah. That's a conversation for the next question.
I think the Aaron Ramsdale has to be there with a shout.
Yeah. For that reason, that's what I'm saying. Like we gave Ramsdale best player. I mean, best goalkeeper. So like that is obvious shout. But I think like I feel like Sa gets his flowers.
Yeah,
in
I
terms
think
of
Jose Sa is a
signing.
really good keeper, and that's actually a great signing. And
Yeah.
considering,
That's a good sign.
yeah, they're doing really well this season. I think Bruno Lage is making the team good, like a resilient team. Yeah.
Yeah, they started off bad, but they're bounce back.
I want to see Wolves fight for an actual top 7, top 6 spot one day.
Bring back the glory days.
Bring back the glory days.
Priam, did you have a shout outside the names that have been said so far?
No, not really, man. I was with Ramjes as well. I think that one, even the pundits have agreed for what he's done for our team.
Nah, Ramsey
Like we mentioned before.
I mean, he's literally in our team of the best season of the season so far.
Guys, the keeper prices nowadays, Alisson was bought for 80 million. We got this guy for 25. Right now, it looks like a steal now.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, Jose Sa.
Awesome, cool. All right, Jose
Yeah,
Sa,
yeah.
it is the best signing. Again, I just read he was only bought for €8 million, so I guess which makes him even a better bargain, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, cool. I guess this
I'm
is
not
now
gonna argue with
the
it. It's brilliant.
topic I'm most interested in. Who's the worst signing of the season? According to you lots.
Lukaku.
Yeah.
Sorry, for the high price, I don't think you can go wrong with it. The guy, how can your biggest signing come out and say, "I want to go mid-season, I want to leave"?
I know that was just funny. Actually, fun
That's
fact.
actually really funny that Priyam said all those things. I had the same things to say,
Yeah.
but for a different player. Cristiano.
Worst. I don't think you can say worst.
But,
I mean, surely that's the worst. He just got his manager sacked.
how you
United
guys,
are eighth
yeah.
in the league or something.
But
mean,
Worst.
how you guys, how about we not talk about Saul here from Atletico?
I'm very confused with the
You know,
Saul.
he's not been
What
the
he's doing.
worst. I understand he's been really bad. But
He's been good. He's been good in like one game,
yeah,
which he
yeah,
got to play. That was also in the League Cup or something.
What is his
Yeah.
He's been
transfer
in the
fee?
Prem.
yeah. He's actually
He-
been.
But
he's
Saul,
alone, he's alone.
he's the transfer price doesn't really make
Oh,
him
he's
the
a-
worst signing.
Yeah, I guess he
on
was like
loan. He's on
he was
loan.
on a loan fee.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
on
so
Bro,
that,
but,
Yeah.
I mean, he won La Liga last
yeah.
season.
No, I mean compared to that,
But
then I
he
would
didn't
put
play.
Sancho as a worse signing than Saul
I
in that
think
case.
Oh,
that's a bit harsh.
Sancho.
Yeah,
That's a bit harsh on Sancho.
I think Sancho is a good player.
No, I think he's a good player. I just as a signing so
No,
far,
he's-
like who was underperforming.
If we had to choose one from United,
For
I think
his
he's
impact.
Yeah.
So I had three names down. So I had Ronaldo versus Lukaku versus Sancho. I think Lukaku's just been disappointing because of what he just achieved at Milan. And
Yeah.
what was it like? Expected
Yeah.
like Lukaku's back. Like we
This was
expect
meant
him
to be his prime.
That's a great
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
I think.
Yeah.
That's a great
That's
point.
the thing, yeah, Lukaku.
And
The
to be
thing-
fair, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, to be fair, like they're not really playing to his like it's a common misconception that Lukaku is a target man. He didn't play as
Yeah.
a target man at Inter. He was
Yeah, that's
playing,
fair.
Yeah,
and
Martinez back.
yeah, it's a just because he's a physical player, it doesn't mean he's a target man, and that's how Chelsea have been playing him. I think he's a great signing. Well, he's a bad signing this season, yes. But overall, he
Yeah.
might still come out because who knows? Chelsea is always 2 games away from getting a new manager. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Lukaku's been the most underwhelming. I think Ronaldo's up there in terms of underwhelming, but I think Lukaku's been way more underwhelming just because
Yeah.
of like I just remember looking at social media last year and seeing Twitter like, oh, Lukaku's these many goals, and like, oh my god, he's back to his best. Like United gave him up, and look now, and he's come back to the Premier League and literally shown that it
Yeah.
wasn't bad that actually United gave him up at that point. And also, I think for the feed and everything that came in.
Yeah, I
So
think-
and I think his whole interview just makes it so much worse as to how that went down.
It's great
that was
fun,
really
Yeah.
fun. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Okay, I guess to save time, we'll book in Lukaku as our worst signing of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, and then last question of the pod. What has been your favorite match of the season so far? This is pretty subjective. It doesn't have to be an actual like the best game, but
Yeah.
in your own opinions, what have been your favorite games to watch? I'll start if you guys have to think.
Okay.
I think my favorite game, just because I was sitting with so many Man U fans that day, was Liverpool Man U when
I knew you were
Salah
going to say that. I
when
knew
Salah
you.
ran riot 5-0.
That
India
was
Pakistan's going on in the background, and this
Yeah,
is the only
yeah,
thing making
yeah.
me happy. Like
absolutely
It was-
beautiful, man.
it was a
Fair
beautiful
enough.
game.
That's
That
a
was-
great
Oh,
shot. That's a
Salah.
great
Yeah,
shot.
I think the other game that maybe
Guys.
people don't remember, but there was Leicester versus City, which ended up in a 6-3 game. That was I remember
6-3,
watching
yeah.
that game and I was like, holy shit, this is an insane game. But I think United Liverpool in terms of my actual enjoyment or entertainment that day, I think Liverpool United was the one.
It's just
I
because
mean-
you had Salah captain, bro. Just
Yeah,
say you
exactly.
had Salah captain.
That's exactly. It's even better to watch.
I didn't have
Against
Salah
United.
captain. I still enjoyed it.
I can't believe he actually scored. Crazy. At Old Trafford as well, guys.
Nah, respect to him. I think we've lost to Mesh. Just as we
I'll
talked about the
happily
5-0.
admit, at a point I thought Raji was pranking me. After the second goal, I thought it's a prank.
It's too good. It's too good.
I think he had 3 goals and an assist or something of that sort, right?
Yeah, 3 goals and assist. Yep.
Insane. Oh, that's sick. I think since we lost in Mesh, we shall use that as a reason to to conclude our mid-season awards. And whoever's actually tuned in till this point, we appreciate you. And
Hi,
we're going to
future
spit
me.
out a lot of We're going to spit a lot of content. And yeah, thank you for watching and listening. And we'll be back soon.
Bye bye.
And Priyam, random
See you
food
next week.
combination before we leave.
Guys,
What do
I
you
don't think it's
suggest?
that random. Everyone should start having it.
What do you think?
Guys, try Maggie raw with some of the masala. Start having it.
Try what?
Maggie raw.
Maggie raw. Don't have Maggie.
Maggie
guys.
raw with the
Maggie is
masala.
not good for
It kicks. It is different.
That is the
Guys,
most
it is
random.
different. I'm telling you guys.
Good. My net went at
No
the right
worries, no
time.
worries.
I don't want to hear fucking United.
Bye.
I was actually, I actually had a good one. I had Brentford and Liverpool.
That was a good game. 3-3, right? That was a sick game.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
was a game. Yeah,
personally, it's Spurs Arsenal. Where we won
Yeah.
3-1.
Spurs Arsenal, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Spurs Arsenal was a good game
Yeah,
too.
that was a good game.
I don't think they were
Unmesh,
playing the
you-
games. But
Unmesh, you missed the highlight of the pod. Priyam said his random
What
food
is it?
idea is eat Maggie raw with the masala.
I
Oh, bro,
know
that
Unmesh is with me.
bags.
I
That
know
bags.
Unmesh is
Bro,
with me.
that
Just-
bags, bro.
If anyone listens to this pod, actually comment if you've ever tried that.
That's a madness.
Actually,
Well,
comment
I-
what's the
I-
best way to have Maggie.
Best way.
Yeah,
The
let us
best
know,
way
let
to
us know
have
in the
Maggie is not to have Maggie, guys.
It's not to have Maggie. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Maggie
The
to have
haters,
Maggie.
There's always
So,
that
you
one
must
guy.
be
There's always that one guy.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
See
Thank you
you
for
next
tuning
time.
in. We'll
Okay.
wrap it up here.
Bye.
Sweet. Nice.